live here on India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal. This evening, as we get to our special broadcast on the political battle that's playing out in Telangana, I'm joining you live from Hyderabad, in the heart of the city, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is holding currently a 4-kilometer roadshow that's attracted over 50,000 people. You can hear the chants of Jai Shri Ram and Modi as the Prime Minister's convoy is expected to come here where I am, close to YMCA, any moment now. Everyone's got their phones out, everyone's taking videos as the Prime Minister is making his way through the crowds. You can see him waving at everyone who's gathered around here. There are scores of people and a sea of saffron as the city of Hyderabad has been completely painted over this time around. Now, in a fight that we've been seeing between the PRS and the Congress largely, where everyone's been saying that the BJP is in third place, perhaps if anything can turn it around for the BJP, it's Prime Minister Modi. They know that full well, which is why they're pulling all stops right now for this particular campaign as well. Let's talk to some of the people here who've gathered as well and find out what they have to say. Hi, where have all of you come from?
Narendra.
You're from here. So you've come just to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Modi?
Yes.
Are you going to be voting for the BJP one?
Of course, obviously we have. And we request everybody to vote for Mr. Modi.
Do you think that the BJP stands a chance in Telangana? I'm sure you know about the prospect.
We wish and we hope that he only elects you.
Tell me, as a young person in Hyderabad, what do you want in the city, and do you think the BJP can bring that for you?
I'll definitely vote Modi, and I wish he comes to Hyderabad.
Okay, but why? Why are you voting for Modi? What is it that makes you vote for Modi or the BJP?
Everything that is done for the past 5 years, the development in India, in the whole country, where he has taken as economical status, everything. My vote is definitely for Modi.
But Modi is not contesting in your MLA constituency, so
we'll definitely vote for the party. We'll definitely vote for the party he is in. No, so that party is definitely making changes for the India.
So it's a Modi factor that makes you vote for him.
Everything, yes.
So youngsters here saying that the Prime Minister makes a difference, which is why you're seeing so much excitement as well. People gathering here, and this is what I referred to when I said that, when people come here, when the Prime Minister touches down here, it makes a big difference as well. Let's talk to some people out here. Where have you come from?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay, and you've decided that you're going to vote for the BJP?
Of course, it's decided always.
You're wearing saffron also perfectly for this.
I'm a Modi Bhakt.
Is that why you're voting
For
for
God man. Modi, 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 Modi.
Okay, so I can tell you that the convoy is nearing. A bit chants of Modi. There are also a lot of chants of Jai Shri Ram as well. Look at the images on your screens right now. 50,000 people have gathered for this roadshow. Surely that's also going to translate to a few votes, and that's what the BJP really is counting on. Remember that the last time, in 2018, the BJP fared rather poorly. The one seat that they won was here in the city of Hyderabad, but that was in Goshamel. Now, this time around, they're looking to change things around. They're looking to ensure that more people also come out to vote for the BJP, and that this becomes truly a triangular contest. Somewhere along the campaign, there have been questions about whether the BJP has been left behind. And the Prime Minister in the last leg of the campaign, the last 3 days, non-stop, he's been here in the city of Hyderabad, campaign, and not just in Hyderabad, really across Telangana, campaigning, ensuring that he holds all these massive roadshows. And you can see right now that the convoy is coming closer and closer. The Prime Minister taking his time, waving at the people. You can see all the flower petals that are being showered upon him. He's taking it all in, enjoying the love that he's receiving right now from the people of Telangana. And you can see right now that the Prime Minister is edging closer and closer to where I am. There is, in fact, all of these flags that you see on your screens, a saffron surge, if you will, in the city of Hyderabad. And the kind of preps that have gone into this rally is also massive. The BJP knows what's at stake. And when it's a Narendra Modi rally, you can expect nothing but a spectacle of this sort. As the Prime Minister is making his way through the roads of Hyderabad, the convoy moving slowly closer and closer towards us. And that's why around me you can hear the chants of Modi and Modi getting louder and louder. But there is no doubt at all that there is a Narendra Modi factor involved in every single election, even here in the state of Telangana. There are so many people who've come together here right now to go ahead and campaign for the BJP. There are so many people for whom the only difference is the fact that you have the Prime Minister out here. And it makes a huge difference really in ensuring that they get the votes as well. And there you have the Prime Minister with both his hands up in the air, waving to the people. And as he gets closer and closer, you can see the excitement at its peak. With him there on that platform, you can see also that the Telangana BJP chief, Kishan Reddy, is there. And there you have the Prime Minister getting a flower shower of sorts here. And I'm just going to let you get in the atmospherics. He's passing by me as I speak right now. And you can see the excitement is at its peak. There are people here pushing and jostling right through. Glimpse of him. And everyone's running with the convoy to wave at the Prime Minister. A fleeting glimpse. That's all they're all fighting for right now. So these are images that we're getting to you of in ahead with this massive roadshow. 50,000 people who've gathered here. And look at those images on your screens, viewers. This is what really the elections is all about in every single state. And here too, massive response. In the air, flowers being drawn.
सवाल का जवाब दूं एक चीज जोड़ना चाह रहा था जो मैं पिछली बार
All right, Akshita Nandagopal is right there, right at the spot where Prime Minister's rally is passing through in Hyderabad. Barely 2 days to go for Telangana elections, and here our focus is on that very poll stage. Prime Minister Modi there rolling his convoy along the streets of Hyderabad as in 2 days' time, the same audience goes to polls. They will be voting for the next government for the state of Telangana. Prime Minister Modi there really pushing for BJP's prospects in the state of Telangana. We know that they have tied up with Pawan Kalyan. The BJP has tied up with Pawan Kalyan's Jan Sena. Akshita Nandagopal, who's there right at the spot. She's right at the epicenter. The jammers with Prime Minister Modi's security there leading to a patchy connection. But Akshita, if you're with us, over to you.
Thanks very much, Nabila. Apologies for that to our viewers, but expected considering that along with the Prime Minister's convoy, there is massive security, including jammers, that jams up our signals completely. But I can tell you that what I've seen here is nothing short of euphoria on the streets of Hyderabad. Unlike anything I've seen before, because I've been across Telangana covering several political rallies, and so far have been a tad disappointed with the kind of response that, in fact, the BJP rallies have been getting when compared to the BRS and the Congress rallies. They've been pulling in a lot more people, and that clearly shows you that maybe in the triangular contest that we've been talking about, the BJP has fallen behind. With this particular rally, there will be questions about whether that changes, whether the Modi factor can actually change things around for the BJP here in Telangana. One rally that we've seen, one roadshow here in Hyderabad, but mind you, similar ones like this have been conducted for the last 3 days at least. We've been seeing non-stop public rallies by the Prime Minister, not just here in Hyderabad, but in Karimnagar, in Kamareddy, in several other areas that he's been traveling. He's been ensuring that he sends out a message that if you're voting for the BJP, vote for Narendra Modi, and that will make a difference in your local constituency as well. We've debated this, discussed it, so many times, also discussed the Modi effect in the elections. Even if it is a state election, even if people are holding their MLA accountable, there is a Modi factor that counts, and that's what the BJP is also banking on. I want to bring in our reporters also on this broadcast. We've Savarkar, Apurva Jayachandran, standing at another vantage point of this roadshow. Abdul Bashir is also with us. Abdul is where the rally, the roadshow comes to an end. And there, Abdul, very symbolically, Prime Minister Modi is also going to be paying his respects to Veer Savarkar at, in fact, the bust of Veer Savarkar that is in the city of Hyderabad.
Yes, absolutely. See, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be here in a few minutes. As you can see, he's arriving. As of now, people, a sea of crowd is welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi, showering flowers all over this road from YMCA Circle to the end point where Veer Savarkar statue or Veer Savarkar Marg here, where he will pay floral tributes to Veer Savarkar at this point here. So a sea of crowd can be seen here all around this Kachiguda Circle where PM Narendra Modi's roadshow will end at this point in time. So this, as you can see, the arrival of escort vehicles of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Within few minutes, he will be here. All the supporters have started chanting, welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi at this point. This aggressive campaign that we have seen for the past 3 days, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Telangana, where he had held many public meetings here. Aggressive campaign by the BJP with an agenda to come to power in the state of Telangana. Form double-engine sarkar is what they claim. So this kind of roadshow that we see, a massive crowd, more than 50,000 people have gathered here to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is said to be an important day for the BJP. We are just 2 days ahead from the poll day, that is November 30th, and this is the scenario that we see all covered, all the people here covered in saffron. The whole road can be seen covered in saffron as of now. So this way, people of Hyderabad welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the heart of the city here, from children to elderlies, everyone standing in a queue just to get a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi while he is arriving. As you can see in the visuals, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's convoy is just to reach at this end point where this rally, this roadshow will end here, and after which he will get down from the vehicle and pay floral tributes to Veer Savarkar here at this statue. As you can see, security officials are getting ready for arrival of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Several of the cadres have assembled here. We have G. Kishan Reddy, who is along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the convoy, the state BJP president, and also Rajya Sabha MP, also with him in that particular convoy. So as we speak, the convoy is nearing, and within few moments, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will reach this point, the end point where this roadshow will end. It is said to be a big evening for the politics in Telangana, where a mega roadshow that has been set up by the BJP, Prime Minister himself welcoming people, greeting people, and people also giving a equal response to Prime Minister Narendra Modi here. Several of the followers and people have assembled here. Now it is just few minutes from now that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive at this spot, at this place where this roadshow will end. The agenda for BJP as we speak is that the government here, BRS government, is said to be a family rule is going on, appeasement politics is being done, corruption is the charges that the BJP government and especially Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his every speech had been mentioning, and he also promised that once BJP is voted to power, all the charges of corruption will be probed by the Bharatiya Janata Party. So this is the promise that he has made to the people of Telangana this election season. As we see, the agenda also set with the BC Chief Minister, BJP is voted to power, and also Uniform Civil Code to be implemented, 4% reservation of minorities to be scrapped, and then it will be distributed to the other OBC and the other sections of the backward class community. So this agenda has been set for the state of Telangana, especially for Hyderabad, as we see that this day where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is holding a roadshow, the name of Hyderabad will also be changed to Bhagyanagar, is what is a promise that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had earlier made, and recently we have heard Himanta Biswa Sarma, CM Yogi also, who had been speaking, a crowd chanting Modi, Modi, and very soon he is set to arrive at this end point. As he is nearing, the enthusiasm the enthusiasm in the crowd tends to increase with him moving. As you can hear, many people here chanting slogans in respect to in welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Security beefed up at a peak here. More than 1,500 to 1,600 officials have been deployed for this particular 2-kilometer road show, especially
as the Prime Minister gets closer and closer to where you are. Speak to some of the people around you. Abdul, if you can hear me, speak to some of the people around you. Get us a sense of the mood on the ground, because where I am, all the crowds are now pushing towards where you are, which is the end point of the road show.
Yes, absolutely. We have people here who are, one person who has come here with a gift to present to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let us talk to him. What is your name?
My name is Prashant.
So what have you brought here? I can see a gift wrapped in your hand. What exactly are you
it's actually a handmade sticker art of portrait Narendra Modi ji. So I made it since last 2 days. And this is the second time he's visiting our city. Previously he has visited for our college for some program, and now...
So here I've seen that for past few hours you have been waiting here, you have been standing here. What is the glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
Yeah, actually I'm very much excited for this time, because first time when there was no chance to meet him, and we were as a student, and now
So you also have children here. What are you waiting for? I've seen for so many hours you all are waiting in this congested crowd. What are you waiting for?
For Modi ji.
What do you want to tell if at all you get a chance to speak to Modi ji? What would you like to say to Modi ji? What would you like to say?
Love you.
Okay, so what you've been standing here for all these hours. What do you want to speak? What do you think?
I want to get his signature and all. I want to talk for him.
Okay, आपका नाम बताइए. आपका नाम बताइए.
युविका है मेरा नाम तो.
आप बहुत देर से यहाँ पर ठहरी हैं प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को वेलकम करने के लिए. क्या कहेंगे आप नरेंद्र मोदी जी को?
मैं भारत माता की जय करूंगी सबसे.
So this cute response that you see from people around here, all children to elderlies here assembling, all of them just to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Here as we speak, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is very close and all set to arrive here. As you can see, his convoy has come up here. People, the crowd, the chant. And people are getting, as we speak, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is right now, reaching here. So this kind of response that you get from the people, also Prime Minister Narendra Modi just a few meters away from the spot, he will just take an entry and all the flags waving on ground, all the flags.
Okay, we're losing that signal with Abdul, and that means that's the cue that the Prime Minister has reached where he is towards the end of the roadshow. Like I said, once the roadshow culminates, he's going to be paying a tribute also to Veer Savarkar at the bust of Veer Savarkar, which is placed at the end of this road here in the city of Hyderabad. So a very, very symbolic moment as part of the campaign by Prime Minister Modi. I also want to bring in Apurva Jayachandran on this broadcast. Apurva, get us a sense of what's happening around you. A lot of BJP supporters still around here chanting slogans, chanting Jai Shri Ram around me, chanting Modi's name.
Well, definitely, Akshita, in fact, out here, you have several people who have gathered here. Even, if we go a little bit further, we're seeing several BJP supporters there who have gathered, trying to catch a glimpse. Modi ji just crossed by, the Prime Minister had crossed from this route. And over here, we can also see the slew of supporters who have gathered here for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A lot of them, enthusiastic as they've just caught a glimpse of Narendra Modi as well. Some of them here, Madam, आपने Prime Minister Narendra Modi को देखा है, तो यहाँ पे रोड शो होके कितना खुशी हुई?
बहुत खुशी हुई. रोड शो नहीं और बहुत कुछ होना चाहिए. मोदी जी हैं तो ही मुमकिन है, नहीं तो यहाँ का कंडीशन अच्छा नहीं है जी. इसलिए मोदी जी को तो यहाँ जरूर आना है.
क्या आप तेलंगाना में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए वोट करेंगे?
जी जरूर. और हमारी फैमिली, हमारे फ्रेंड्स, सब जने को मैं प्रमोट करूंगी कि सब जने बीजेपी को ही वोट देना.
A lot of people, Akshita, you can see young and old, all of them have gathered here several of them who are all enthusiastic, trying to catch glimpse of Modi ji. In fact, he's just passed and he's almost going to reach the long stretch there where public are awaiting 24 kilometers of this road show that we're seeing right from RTCX roads, and it's going to be a huge amount of crowd that is still going to continue on cheering on for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On one side we're seeing chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai, on the other side Jai Shri Ram and Vande Mataram. All of this important as we're seeing the kind of symbolism that is being played here, especially Prime Minister Modi, people associate with victory. That's what is the message that is being gathered here. Several people have gathered here. Definitely this is the kind of message that they want to bring out.
Get you full screen right now of the Prime Minister waving at all the people as they gathered around this particular area to just catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. He's reached now at the end point, right at the Veer Savarkar statue. He's going to be getting down, garlanding the statue, paying his tribute to Veer Savarkar. You can see that he is also accompanied right now by Telangana BJP Chief G. Kishan Reddy as well. So these extremely important images right now coming in from the heart of Hyderabad, and the Prime Minister counting on the fact that his rally will have an impact as far as votes are concerned here in Hyderabad city as well. He's been campaigning across Telangana, but 50,000 people have gathered for this particular campaign, for this particular roadshow here in the city of Hyderabad, and that speaks volumes of the kind of support that the Prime Minister really garners for the BJP. The question, however, is whether this 50,000 number will translate into votes in the state election, where the candidate matters, where local issues matter as well. In many cases, of course, to many of the people that we spoke to, they did say that yes, our vote goes to the BJP quite simply because of the Prime Minister. And there you have the Prime Minister greeting all of the people, folded hands up in the air, every direction, as across that entire junction. This is in a circle in Hyderabad. You've got people who've gathered, who are chanting slogans, and we're going to connect with Abdul Bashir in just a bit. He's at that location, but as the Prime Minister is there, jammers are on as a security measure, so we'll have to wait a brief moment or two before we can actually connect with him. Live images, however, on your screens of the massive rally that continues right now, that is currently underway as well. So you can see that people are chanting slogans. Abdul Bashir, I understand, is with us. Abdul, take it away. What's happening around here? The Prime Minister going to garland the statue of Veer Savarkar.
Yes, absolutely. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached here at this junction, at this Veer Savarkar Marg. Here, he's just about to, garland the Veer Savarkar statue here, paying floral tributes. He's also done it. He's also, he's paid the floral tributes, and now he's meeting the cadres here. A huge, a huge crowd that can be seen at this point. Waved along, at this junction here. He's taken a round, waving at all the supporters here. Everybody chanting Modi, Modi at this point in junction here. And now the rally ends here at this point, where, as we see that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is now greeting all the cadres who have assembled here, the Hyderabad city cadres who's assembled here at this point. So this can be seen where all the people have, a sea of crowd, a sea of saffron can be seen at this huge junction right round at this junction here. All this circle is covered in saffron with all people showering flowers and petals. His vehicles also can be seen with a huge pile of flowers that he had been, people had been showering for his route as he reaches here. So after this particular, flowering of, as particular offering a tribute, floral tributes to Veer Savarkar, he will now leave from this location. He is ready to move to other location, that is the RTC Cross Road. And now as he waves at everybody here.
The Prime Minister right now is greeting with the local BJP leadership, saying thank you to all of them who, of course, played a huge role in pulling off this massive roadshow. And there you have the Prime Minister now leaving from the venue after garlanding the statue of Veer Savarkar. From here, he's going to be going to two other engagements that he has in the city, both also extremely important, one of which is going to be at the NTR Stadium. The other way, he's also going to be visiting a Gurudwara. So two other very important engagements that are happening post this in Hyderabad city. The Prime Minister's had a packed schedule in Telangana. Last 3 days, he's been focused completely on the state, looking essentially as a one-man army of the BJP to turn things around, to turn the tide for the BJP in Telangana. Do what a KCR perhaps is doing here in Telangana. KCR, in fact, has been campaigning across Telangana, knowing full well that the hopes of the BRS coming back for a third term is completely reliant on his shoulders. It's similar really for the BJP, except that you have a national leader like the Prime Minister having to come down here in Telangana to really change the fortunes for a BJP. Because as I've said from the beginning of this broadcast, in all of my travel across Telangana, while everyone's been talking about this being a triangular contest, which no doubt it is, the focus has been on the BRS and the Congress, because it could just go down to the wire between these two parties, and the BJP has been, in fact, at a third position. They are hoping to change things around, and obviously 48 hours before voting begins here in Telangana, that many would say is the most crucial period of the election as well, which is why every big political leader is currently campaigning here in Telangana, spreading themselves out, fanning across, not just in the city of Hyderabad, but across the state, whichever pockets they believe could be a big turning point for them. As far as the BJP is concerned, here in the city of Hyderabad, they've so far really not managed to make any massive inroads. Remember 2018, the BJP fared very poorly in Telangana. The one seat they got was from Gosha Mahal in Hyderabad, which is a stronghold because of T. Raja Singh. But can the BJP get more in the city of Hyderabad? Of 24 seats, will they be able to get at least a dozen is the big question. They're definitely hopeful, they're definitely counting on it, but in some areas where the AIMIM is strong, where the Congress is strong, there could be an uphill battle. But they will be hoping that the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, 1, and the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation elections, 2, are indicators of the BJP making inroads really in Hyderabad as well. So we'll see whether that actually happens. But I want to quickly get in for one last word. Abdul Bashir also on this broadcast. Abdul, very significant moment that we saw also there. You know, while you had all of this massive fanfare, the sea of saffron here in the city of Hyderabad, the Prime Minister also made it a point to stick to the BJP's politics, what they've stood for, not just here in Telangana, but nationally, by garlanding the statue of Veer Savarkar, by talking about minority appeasement, by talking about ensuring that the Hindutva vote bank also comes to them.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. Today, as we see that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after holding huge rallies in Karimnagar and Mahabubabad, he had held a roadshow here where he had right now, garlanded and offered floral tributes to Veer Savarkar here. This is not only till the politics in Telangana, but also the national politics where, Bharatiya Janata Party had time and again been clear on its agenda that says that, a uniform civil code will be implemented, 4% reservation will be, scrapped, to minority appeasement allegation on the BRS and also the Congress. As we speak today, he has also mentioned about the IT park where KCR had recently in a Maheshwaram meeting mentioned that there will be a separate IT park for minorities, for Muslim youths in Pahad Sharif area where BRS Minister Sabita Indra Reddy is right now contesting from the BRS party. So speaking on that, Prime Minister...
Political headlines that's emerged from Telangana in the last 24 hours. As Prime Minister Modi's wrapped up his roadshow, let's take a look at all that's made headlines here in the poll-bound state in the last 24 hours. The biggest political showdown has been over an IT park that's coming up in Old Hyderabad, a move that should be welcomed cutting across political circles, but a move, unfortunately, that's turned very political as well. What do I mean by that? It started with Chief Minister KCR a few days ago in a rally saying this IT park is being put up for Muslim youth, to give them jobs as an IT park just for Muslim youth, because that is a minority-dominated area. It prompted a response from the Prime Minister, who said that now appeasement politics has even seeped into IT, has even seeped into job opportunities. Let's take a look at the war of words that played out in the reactions that came in.
तेलंगाना के लिए बहुत अहम है। उतना लाख बुरा चाहे तो क्या होता, वही होता है जो मंजूर खुदा होता है।
Fierce Telangana tucker is exploding. War of words between Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and Prime Minister Narendra Modi erupts. KCR, at a public rally, promised that BRS would build a special IT park for Muslims in Hyderabad if voted to power again.
आज हम सोच रहे मुसलमान नौजवानों के लिए मकशाए वंश का जायजा लेके एक हम स्पेशल माइनॉरिटी बच्चों के लिए आईटी पार्क भी हैदराबाद में बनाने का मंसूबा सोच रहे हम लोग.
Prime Minister Modi, who's leading the BJP charge in Telangana, came down heavily on KCR, accusing him of appeasement politics.
BRS तो टेक्नोलॉजी तक में तुष्टीकरण ले आई है. क्या अब भारत में धर्म के आधार पर भी आईटी पार्क बनेगा क्या? क्या ये भारत के संविधान का सम्मान है क्या?
Prime Minister Modi compared the BRS to the Congress, blaming the two for dynasty politics.
BRS की कार के 4 पहिए और एक स्टीयरिंग कांग्रेस के पंजे से बिल्कुल अलग नहीं है. ये दोनों ही दल धर्म के आधार पर अपीजमेंट करते हैं, तुष्टीकरण करते हैं. इन दोनों ही पार्टियों ने करप्शन को बढ़ाया. इन दोनों ही पार्टियों ने परिवारवाद को बढ़ाया.
The Congress also slammed KCR for promising an IT park based on religion.
How can it be possible? How can you make an IT park for a minority? This is one of, I have not heard of this type of policies in the entire country. You can't differentiate on caste.
The Telangana election campaign will end on Tuesday evening. As the countdown to voting begins, political attacks are bound to get more fierce. Bureau Report, India Today.
Bring in Abdul Bashir on this broadcast as well for more details. Abdul, an ugly showdown really over what's a development project, over what benefits the people of Old Hyderabad. With the comments that have been made by Chief Minister KCR, it's essentially been laid out on a platter for the BJP.
Well, when we speak about the old city, especially, we must also consider this minority appeasement tag that the BJP had been laying down on the BRS and also Congress. Congress, it is because of the minority declaration that they have bought. BRS because they had bought several schemes, be it Shadi Mubarak and be it any other scheme that is specially meant for minorities. Now that K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Chief Minister, had announced BRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao, he's announced that an IT park will be brought up especially for Muslim youth. This had grabbed, attention of all the parties that are in race now. So now BJP had been lashing out at the at the BRS party and stating that this is only appeasement politics that the BRS and also Congress had been doing. One BRS for their policies, for their, this IT park remark that they have made, Congress for their minority declaration. But here what we see is that BJP is stern on getting uniform civil code, on removing the 4% reservation, especially to the minorities, which they believe is unconstitutional. So all this politics revolving around appeasement with a tag of appeasement on each other that all the three parties had been laying. Also AIMIM that had been now supporting
this to be
BRS
ramped up in the next 48 hours in the run-up to polling, as each political party is essentially wooing their own respective religious vote bank as well. Abdul, stay on with me. Quickly, let's take a look at our next reporter also, which is on the showdown over the Raitu Bandhu scheme. Termed as a game changer essentially for the BRS among farmers in several parts of Telangana that I travelled to. When I spoke to farmers, they said we're voting for the BRS because of Raitu Bandhu. So you can imagine what a big setback it was when the Election Commission put a halt on Raitu Bandhu dispersal of funds that was supposed to happen tomorrow for farmers. Now the BRS has decided to go ahead and challenge the move. But remember that this is based on a complaint by the Congress. It's triggered a war of words as the Congress has said that it's because of BRS Minister Harish Rao gloating about the scheme that the EC has had to take this step. Well, the BRS has pinned the blame on the Congress, saying farmers are suffering because of this politics.
Just 3 days to go for polls. Massive setback for Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. The Election Commission has withdrawn permission given to the KCR government to disburse financial aid to farmers for Rabi crop under Raitu Bandhu scheme. The EC took the decision after the State Finance Minister allegedly violated provisions of Model Code by making a public announcement about it. The permission was revoked on Monday after Minister T. Harish Rao's public statements regarding the release of funds.
Election Commission కేలి రైతు బంధు పైసలు వేసుకోవచ్చు అని పర్మిషన్ వచ్చింది. ఇవాళ ఆదివారం, రేపేమో సోమవారం. కానీ రేపు సోమవారం ఏముందంటే కార్తీక పౌర్ణమి. రేపు కూడా సెలవే ఉన్నది, కార్తీక పౌర్ణమి. ఇవాళ ఆదివారం, రేపు కార్తీక పౌర్ణమి. ఎల్లుండి మంగళవారం పొద్దున్నే మీరు ఛాయ్ తాగుతారో లేదో మీ ఫోన్లు టింగ్ 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 మోగుతాయి.
KCR has blamed the Congress for the Election Commission's decision.
మొదలు మళ్ళీ పోయిండు, దరఖాస్తు పెట్టిండు, రైతు బంధు ఆపిండు. ఏయని చెప్పి నేను చెప్పిన అధికారులకు బంధు పెట్టిండు. ఒక్కరోజు ఏమని వాళ్ళు పర్మిషన్ ఇచ్చింది ఎవరు? ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్. మళ్ళా కాంగ్రెస్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ నిరంజనుడు మళ్ళా మొన్నటి దరఖాస్తు ఇచ్చిండు. రేపు రాబోయే పైసలు మళ్ళా కాంగ్రెస్ ఆపింది. నేను ఒక మాట చెప్తా ఉన్నా, కాంగ్రెస్ లో కూడా రైతు బంధు తీసుకున్న నాయకులు ఉన్నారు, కార్యకర్తలు ఉన్నారు. మరి మీకేమైనా సిగ్గుమానం ఉందా అని అడుగుతా ఉన్నా నేను.
The BRS has moved the EC to get the restriction on Raitu Bandhu lifted.
Today, Telangana farmers have realized that Congress party has been time and again complaining to Election Commission of India for an ongoing program in which in last 10 seasons we have disbursed about 72,000 crores to 65 lakh farmers across Telangana.
Congress cadres burned the effigy of Chief Minister KCR and Minister Harish Rao for making a statement on Raitu Bandhu scheme. Further, Congress accused KCR and Prime Minister Modi of being hand in glove while the BJP dismissed the charge.
This is not the time to release any money. Whatever the decision had been given, itself was wrong. I don't know on what instance they gave that permission, but now it is wrong on that issue.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी तो जो ऑनगोइंग स्कीम्स कभी हम उसको रोकने के लिए नहीं बोले. ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कंप्लेंट किया है क्योंकि टीआरएस के पास रैतु बंधु देने के पैसे भी नहीं है. खाली ड्रामा करने के लिए दोनों मिलके किसानों को नुकसान करने के लिए प्रयास कर रहे.
The Telangana election is being billed as a battle of guarantees. Ruling BRS and principal opposition Congress are banking on freebies to win elections. Raitu Bandhu is one of the BRS government's most popular schemes. Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's get to more reactions coming in on the story. K.T. Ramarao has now also lashed out at the Congress, blaming them for the Election Commission taking the step against the Raitu Bandhu scheme and blocking the dispersal of funds for farmers that was due to happen tomorrow. KTR has said that this is a reflection of the Congress's mindset that's anti-poor and anti-farmer. KTR has said that the Congress is unable to bear the sight of a farmer benefiting, and that the BRS will fight no matter what to support all farmer brothers, saying we will ensure that we take up this cause. Remember that the BRS has made it very clear that they're exploring all possible legal options also on this front.